Morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today's focus is going to be, I'm hopeful, nice and easy. Um, Friday, you were working on the Constitution, which gave out 5 basic ways, excuse me, that your government would be set up as a whole, and then 5 basic rights that all the people in your society would have no matter what. They should be somewhat tied to your focus issue, but didn't all have to be. Today, we're going to get a little bit more specific on your government, also called a governing body. Um, this is basically going to look at the specifics of how your government is set up or is structured. And I have 3 things specifically I want you to look at. Each letter here tells you what those 3 things are. Your type of government. If you do not know what these are, you can look them up. Democracy is what we have now, where people vote in elected officials. Everything that passes has to be done by a vote of the majority in order for anything to happen. So ours happens through like Congress voting, the president allows it or vetoes it, that sort of thing. Monarchy is where you have a king or a queen in charge. Dictatorship is where you have one person in charge, and that person has all power. So this is something that you see, for example, North Korea has, and has been seen in the past, like when we talked about Nazi Germany. Hitler was much like a dictator, and that was the party he set up, right? And maybe you have a mix. Somehow you have a little bit of a monarchy, but maybe you add in a little bit of a democracy. However you want to do this, just kind of explain how this would work. B, how would your government make decisions? So here again, I have some different options for you, but you're not limited to these. These are just ideas. Does it require a vote? Just like our Congress is set up where it requires a vote for any law to be passed. Do different branches of the government have to approve decisions? So if you have 5 different branches or 5 different people in charge, do they all have to approve something? Is there one ruler in charge of decisions, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, and it's up to this one person? Just explain how that would go about. Try to give some detail here. Then again, you can be creative with it. And then here's one that's pretty important. We saw that was a high priority in Tally society was the level of security. So this is to protect the people, but also to protect the government, perhaps. So you might have things set up like we have where you have police at a local and a state level. We have the FBI at our federal level. And remember, the police deal with things that are like within our area. Local police deal with things in small communities. State police are statewide versus the FBI who are dealing with other countries. This might kind of remind you of like special circumstances that dealt with threats outside the city in Tally Society or with other cities. Do you have like safety wardens like Tally Society did? Basically, just think of how would you have security set up in some way. Is there a specific department? Is it a specific person? Is there something in each city or each area that you have? And what are the basic roles? So if you do have a safety warden, then what are they doing? If there is something like special circumstances, then what are they supposed to do? What is their job? Okay, so you're going to go through each of those 3 things, and in your slideshow or whatever that you are creating, you are going to create a new slide with your governing body, explain each of those 3 things. Do not forget to add visuals. I think I forgot to mention that on Friday for some of your slides, but add visuals to your slides. And that's all you have to do today. I'm going to go through, and I gave the weekend for some people to catch up. If you don't have a slideshow attached, you don't have an infographic link or a Prezi link or whatever you're doing, and it's not verified by the school that you're getting hard copies, then I will be contacting home to make sure that you are getting this done and working along with it since this is your first grade of 4th quarter. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great day. If you can contact me and remind, or you can comment here on the assignment. I'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 for the Zoom. Bye.